Nate Hammis, number 16, looking for G. Thomas. Why not? Great chance here for Earhart. Back at goal, Josh Earhart! Tipped up and in by Ryan Gargaro! Ryan Gargaro knocks it down! The payout delivery. Cole Kelly.
Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Oh. It's a full count to the leadoff hitter here for the Richfield Spartans. First baseball game of the spring here on Location TV 19. The records are incorrect there. We have both squads are at 3 and 4. And a 6-pitch walk to Carl Ermisch, leadoff hitter, center fielder for the Richfield Spartans. Not the way Matt Jeans wanted to start off things. And Carl Ermisch is aboard via the base on ball. And he's got some wheels. He does play center field for a reason. And that's why he's leadoff hitter, drawing a 6-pitch walk. I'm Kyle Williams, joined by Tyler Hartung. Welcome back, Tyler.
Good to be back. Missed that other game here.
Good softball game between North St. Paul and Hill Murray last Monday. 4-3 North St. Paul hung on to beat Hill Murray.
Heard it was a thriller here.
Good cut there by Alex Grutzmacher. Alex will be on the hill in the bottom half of this inning. Matt Jeans has a nice ERA of just 2.34, but he has the one bad thing, his record's 0-2. Pitched a couple good games, but late swing and a miss, and a delayed steal is a good one. Carl Ermisch in there underneath the tag. And
great play and getting Ermisch there in scoring position. Hopefully they can get something out of that.
And the wind has dissipated here, kind of threatening skies day today, but looks like we're going to probably be okay.
I'm thinking it's going to rain, personally.
Bad
news.
news.
You, Kyle?
Ball tip, held onto by the catcher, and a strikeout for Alex Grutzmacher. Down he goes. Jeans first. Out is the strikeout of his opposing pitcher. So one down, and the runner, Ermisch, at second base. And here comes right fielder Dustin Hins. A couple left-handers in that lineup. Oh. Actually, all three so far have been hooks. I see Dave Boy, head coach of the Spartans, who've lost 2 in a row. Trying to break that losing streak here today. Line shot, base hit. This line shot is going to be holding up Ermisch at third. I think that's a good decision there, hitting the cutoff. And runners on the corners for Richfield. Nice threat here in the top half of the first inning on Matt Jeans. First hit of the ball game goes to Dustin Hins, and here comes cleanup hitter and catcher Jason Ellis.
Let's try and do it. What this slot's supposed to do is the cleanup's supposed to get people who are supposed to be on base right in there to hopefully get Richfield on the board here.
Richfield looks, they're ready to come out of the gates. Strike first here. One down and runners on the corners. Mahtomedi riding a 2-game winning streak. 2 landslide victories.
I see Richfield in their 4th record. They could win big with a 17 to 4 win over Simley and a 12 to 2 win over Tartan. And there's this close win by Henry Sibley here. And all their losses seem to be fairly close as well. So I think this team could make a possible push here.
Definitely good. This very good baseball. And ball right back, and that hits our umpire right in the mask. Probably could hear that. We have our umpire mic'd up, Stephen Agard. Veteran umpire. Does a very nice job.
I'm sure he's taken a lot more hits than that in his career here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that won't be the last.
And a steal, throw down, and a bad throw off the mark. Another stolen base here for the Richfield Spartans. They are not timid with their running game. 2 steals here in the first inning. Dustin Hens, easy stolen base there throw off the mark.
2 runners in scoring position. They got to get something going here. They can get that early lead here in the first. That'd pay dividends here.
1-1.
And a count of 1-1. Cleanup hitter, Jason Ellis. And a wild pitch, and here comes the first run of the ball game. The throw plate to plate, not in time. In safely, it's Carl Ermish getting Richfield on the board here, and not only that, Hins moves up 90 feet to third. So Richfield looking like they're going to have a 2-0 lead going into the bottom half.
Two one.
And that one off the mark. 3-1 now.
Here's a play again.
Ermish scoring.
3-1.
And a 3-1 now to Jason Ellis. Aggressive hack back to the screen, and the count's full. Ellis not wanting the base on ball.
I personally hate to be walked.
Play. 3-2.
Payoff delivery. Line shot, Scribber. Play coming home. Bullet throw is going to be in time. Play tag from Sam Fagley. Applies it on Dustin Hins. Hins is out at the plate. So it'll be a fielder's choice with Jason Ellis reaching first. And a good aggressive play there. Gunning it home there.
Well, you win some, you lose some. You gamble bringing that runner home. Obviously, it didn't pay off in this situation.
And, you know, that is the right decision to make, I still believe. And pinch running now for catcher Jason Ellis will be Jeff
Play.
Ozuag. Wow, that ball is hit deep. It is off the school. It's a home run.
Monster blast here.
Steve White, though. Tattooed that one off the school.
It's hitting the books there, literally.
And it is 3-0. Matt Jeans give up a gopher ball like Brad Racky. That's all Brad Racky does, give up gopher balls. I'm a little salty right now. Brad Racky he didn't get the loss today, but Twins lose again, and they're struggling. That ball didn't even seem like it was hit that hard. It was kind of a half-hearted swing, and it still sailed out here.
I would like to blame it on the wind, but I just checked there. I don't think it'd be much of a factor here.
He could have put that one on top of the school if he would have fully extended on that one.
That'd have been pretty crazy to see.
I don't think they want that ball. That ball's got lacerations on it.
I think you got a huddle out there looking for it.
And Matt Jeans touched up with a 2-run bomb by Steve White.
Nope.
And definitely what Alex Kreutzmacher wanted. They had spotted 3 runs. Ball back and over our heads.
Thank you. Two one.
So Richfield doing it all here in this first inning. Base on the ball. Line drive single, couple stolen bases. Matt Jeans trying with the hook, missing inside. There see John Hardgrove, head coach of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. 2 consecutive wins for the Zephyrs. They have won
3-1.
huge games. 11-0 over Simla, and then a 11-2 road win at Blaine. High pop fly, in comes left fielder. And shortstop going out, and making a catch will be Luke Otto, ending the top half of the first inning for the Richfield Spartans, but they come across with 3 runs.
Solid cushion here for Richfield. Hopefully they can maintain that throughout the game.
Not for our team. The Mahtomedi Zephyrs are not thinking that.
Ah, well.
You a Spartan?
I'll be a Spartan today.
Okay.
You know, normally I'd be a Menominee Indian, fresh from Wisconsin, but I'll be a Richfield Spartan today.
Menominee and Mahtomedi kind of sound a lot alike, but.
You know, that's what I noticed when I first heard the name Mahtomedi, or the town of Mahtomedi.
Well, let's see what the top half of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs order can do here. Featured player of the game, Luke Otto, 3-sport star for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. He plays soccer. There you go. St. Thomas Academy is leading the Classic Suburban at 6-1. Henry Sibley's at 4-1.
Which one?
Hill Murray playing some pretty good ball under Bill Lechner, 5-2. South St. Paul Packers kind of surprising me a little bit, 4-2. Richfield
So I'm down
at 3-4. North at 3-3. The Zephyrs at 3-4. And Tartan kind of struggling a little bit. They went to state last year, were a third-place finisher. And Simley at the bottom at 1-7, which I would imagine Simley will stay there. They've had a rough go of it here early.
St. Thomas has a grasp on the conference here. I think the winner of this game can get back to 500, maybe knock off, maybe be that underdog here in the conference.
Yeah, you like to stay in the middle. You don't want to fall to the bottom tier.
Too quickly here.
Yeah, big games early, you know, kind of a short season in Minnesota high school. You only play right around 20 games. So, like to win all you can. Richfield is at South St. Paul tomorrow. Oh, they got a rough schedule here.
North St. Paul, South St. Paul.
They have a home game against North St. Paul, then they have 6 consecutive road games as Richfield. At South St. Paul, at Sibley, St. Thomas Academy, Hill Murray, Simley, and Tartan. Be a rough spell for Richfield, so they want to try to get a W here today.
I believe in any sport, if you can go 500 on the road, I think you're doing pretty good.
Absolutely. 500, and you say you win win about 2/3 of your home games?
I say, what, 3/4, 2/3 of your home games, half or 50% of your road games, I think you're doing pretty good.
Foul ball to play. Luke Otto leading off for the Zephs. So Jean's only allowed 2 hits in the first inning, but gives up 3 runs. Taking all the way is Luke Otto, and that will put him in the hole 0-2.
Right down the pipe. That was a good pitch.
Alex Grutzmacher, left-handed thrower and left-handed batter. Doesn't look like he throws overly hard, but curveball loop just a little bit outside.
I think with it being a little chilly out here, I think we start to see the good pitches here early. Then with I don't know, possibly getting possible bad pitches here in the late with
Luke Otto looks like he's trying to hit the gap. And kind of awkward there, leaping up last second. Is the right fielder Dustin Hins. Luke Otto got a pretty good piece of aluminum on that ball, but nonetheless a fly out to right field. And here comes Mike Trudeau. Trudeau leading hitter for the Zephyrs so far in the season, hitting .348. Fastball sails way high. That was right down the middle and looked confused on that one. Trudeau, second baseman for Mahtomedi. That one stays low. And Trudeau now with the hitter's count, 2-1.
try and get back in this game here. Down 3-0.
I think Trudeau's trying to be the key player for the Zephyrs today. He comes up and talks to me before the game, so I think this kid kind of wants the spotlight on him.
Is it our feature player today?
No, our feature player was the leadoff hitter for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, the shortstop, Luke Otto, who flew out to right field. Good soccer player, good basketball player, and a baseball player. And a chopper towards short, beat out, and nice sit down and throw across the diamond in time. and Larson. Across to Tate Quayle, and down goes Mike Trudeau. 2 up and 2 down for Grutzmacher. And here comes center fielder Evan Vail. Vail hitting out just over 300 at 304. That breaking ball very slow and never crossed it. That one does.
Starting to notice Gutzmacher here trying to work his count here, not throwing a whole lot of fastballs down the pipe. Maybe switching it up with some curve balls, some breaking balls, and some changeups here.
And just getting a piece of that one there is Evan Vail, and he is now in trouble at 1 and 2. Grutzmacher trying to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Leaves that one outside, and it's 2 and 2.
2-2.
And a nasty cut there and a miss. Evan Vail goes golfing. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mahtomedi Zephyrs in the bottom of the first. After 1 inning of play, the Richfield Spartans lead the host Zephyrs 3-0. Very good inning for the Richfield Spartans.
I'd say so. They keep they got their 3-0 lead going here. Like I said earlier, they keep that going. They can get back to 500 for the conference.
They actually are 3 and 2 in the conference and 3 and 4 overall, so they lost both their non-conference games. And Mahtomedi is at 2 and 4 in the conference, and they were 1-0 in their non-conference schedule. Non-conference games for Richfield. They lost to Edina 3-0 and 5-4 to Northfield.
See, Mahtomedi is starting to crush people with wins over Simley and Blaine, both 11-0 and 11-2 here. Keep that winning streak going. Richfield trying to get off the schneid here.
And there's Carl Ermish. He threw a base on ball in the first inning and ended up scoring the first run of the game for the Richfield Spartans. Swiped a bag. And there's Matt Jeans, the quarterback of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs football team, who had a very solid campaign last year. Started out 9-0 and then ran into a juggernaut of South St. Paul. And there's our boy Luke Otto, 3-sport star. And Luke is a senior.
I was going to say a 3-sport star, only a junior. That didn't sound quite right. It's possible.
And now stepping in will be the 7th place hitting Anver Larson, the shortstop. Anver looks like he's a good 6'3". Nice pitch by Matt Jeans.
Solid pitch right down the pipe.
Top of the second inning here on location, TV19's first baseball game of the year. Pop fly, this one could be trouble. Going out, second baseman and incoming right fielder and putting that one away will be Jeff Lynch.
If he misses that ball, I don't think he can blame it on the sun here.
No, it's not going to be an issue today. So Matt Jeans gets his first out here at the top of the second. And a little pop fly to right field. And here comes Tate Quayle. Pitch missing for a ball. Nice break 'em all over. Yeah, Mahtomedi definitely looking like a different team than last year. They had staff ace of Mike Eggert. The pitching and the battery combo of Mike Eggert. And then Jeff DeSmit, who's catching, actually doing a lot of DHing for the University of Minnesota this year, having so far a pretty decent spring, hitting 260. A little tougher hitting in college baseball than it is in high school. DeSmit had monster numbers last year in over the 400 range. So far doing pretty well with a 260 clip for the Gophs. Will nearly sail in and hit Tate Quayle.
Two.
Count's even up at 2-2.
Oh.
Jeans missing low and away. Count is now full. Second time he's gone to a full count here.
Going back to that Gophers baseball team, you think they got a legit shot at that World Series title this year for college?
No.
No?
The Gophers they're always a good competitive team in the Big Ten. Not good enough to compete with the LSUs, the
Miami,
Miamis, the Texas is solid. And then even like a lot of the California teams like Long Beach State, those kind of teams seem to...
You get all those college teams from California and Texas, and obviously Florida too.
Another walk for Matt Jeans. Tate Quayle draws that. Here comes the 9th place hitting Brady Mithune.
Oh.
Brady, the second baseman. Finishing off the Richfield batting order on deck is Carl Ermisch. And a pitch out. Steel throw underneath it. The pitch out does not work. And definitely knowing that Jeff DeSmit is not behind the plate.
Thrown a little too high there. I think if that ball was a little more on target, he would have been out.
Third stolen base for Richfield here, and they're only in the second inning, folks.
You got to stick with what works here.
2-0 count now. And that one, a little tardy on that one is Brady.
Play. 2-1.
And that was high and cranked back over our heads. 2-2 now. To Brady Mithune.
Play. 2-2.
See, we will be seeing the Zephyrs again here soon on TV 19. So it'll be May 6th. We'll be at North St. Paul for a night game.
3-2.
Which is good to see. Night baseball the way it's supposed to be played. Our foul ball to play.
Play.
And Matt Jeans working a long count here. The 2-2. Nice play by C.J. Stevens. He comes across in to throw it to third. Swipe. Ooh. And underneath that, around it.
Close call. Thought Stevens had the runner held there a second. Makes that throw to first, and then the runner goes.
Good aggressive running there by Tate Quayle, gaining third on the ground out. And back to the top of the order here. And a chance for Carl Ermisch to drive in a run and give the Richfield a 4-0 lead. 2 down. Carl waves and misses at that one.
I'd like to see a sacrifice bunt here.
We don't want to sacrifice with 2 outs.
No.
Jeans just missing. Ball on a strike. Matt Jeans put him on a tough spot here. Runner on third base.
Oh.
And just missing the corner again.
Jean's really working that lower outside corner here.
2-1.
Trying to get the Richfield Spartans a chase, and they're pretty patient up there. That looper stays way up high. And now Ermish looking like he might draw his second consecutive base on ball. And then if Ermish gets on, you'd like to think he'd steal again.
I think he will.
Hey.
And there he's taken all the way on that one, and another full count. So Ermish is going to be seeing his 12th pitch of the ball game here upcoming.
3-2.
Matt Jeans rocks and fires, full count, and that is high and tight. Ermish has not had a at-bat today, 2 base on ball walks. And there you see us, folks. Tyler Hartung and Kyle Williams for TV 19 Sports. First baseball game of the spring, done a couple of softball games so far. And decent ball games, and hopefully we can draw a little comeback here for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, trailing right now 3-0 and kind of put in a tough spot. And back to the pitcher hitting the second slot will be Alex Grutzmacher. With runners on the corners, watch Carl Ermish. High pop fly, and the Zephyr should be out of the inning here. CJ Stevens coming in. CJ puts it away, and the runners left on the corners, first and third. And no runs on no hits, 2 walks, 2 left on base, and going to the bottom of the second.
It's an improvement.
3-0 Richfield.
Thank you.
Come again? Yeah.
Bottom of 2. So, Matt Jeans gets out of a pickle there. Not a very big crowd here today. Had a very cold day.
I think the weather's a huge factor on that.
And the Zephyrs are looking for their first base run of the ballgame. They got mowed down 1-2-3 in the top half, or the bottom half of the first. And coming this inning, they have catcher Sam Fagley, left fielder Dimitri Lametti, and then C.J. Stevens, who's made a couple of nice plays so far for the Zephyrs over at the hot corner. And they'll round off their batting order with Scott McCamey hitting 7th. DHing and hitting for Matt Jeans will be Chris Haugen, and hitting 9th will be right fielder Jeff Lynch, who is 1 for 3 on the season. And here we go. Sam Fagley, the catcher, who having a tough time. They're swiping some bags on him. 3 stolen bases for Richfield through 2 innings of play.
Just got to get that confidence back here.
Kind of forget about that here with somehow getting on base here and trying to produce a run for the Zephyrs. Bottom of 2 underway. Fastball delivered low by Grutzmacher. Steve White with a 2-run home run. That one shot towards the gap and floating out deep toward right field. Making a circus catch to the right fielder, though. Oh, what a play by Dustin Hins. Turned around, spinning, and putting it in the glove.
Great play there by Hins.
Ouch, that hurts. Sam Fagley getting on a ride, but you don't want to hit it to Dustin Hins. Looked like he was fooled out. What a nasty break of all over by Alex Grutzmacher.
I think he had a hard time trying to locate that ball in the air here. Eventually making the catch, though.
And just barely holding up on that one
Here we go.
is Dimitri Lametti. Count evens up at 1-1 to number 11, Dimitri Lametti, the left fielder.
1-1.
That one swerves outside. 2 balls and a strike to Lametti.
Oh.
And now Zephyrs will definitely take a walk to get their first runner on base. 3-1 count to Lametti.
Anything to get something going here.
And stepping in the bucket on that one was Lametti, and the count's now full. Kreutzmacher's first full count.
3-2.
And the payoff.
Ball.
Ooh.
Just missed.
Very
First base runner, perfect game is over for Kreutzmacher. And here comes C.J. Stevens.
Stevens making that play at first, and then ends up missing the guy at third where he hit.
Lean in there was Lametti, but diving back, luckily. CJ hitting at 218 on the season. And right on the black for a strike. 1 down, 1 on for the Zephyrs. First base runner is Dimitri Lametti over at first base. Trying a six pitch walk from Kreutzmacher. 0-1 upcoming. And on the way is Lametti. Throw.
Ooh.
1 hopper. Strong throw would have got him. 1 hop though, and the running game coming into effect here for the Zephyrs. Dimitri Lametti will swipe that bag.
Mahtomedi is starting to get something going here.
One
And
one.
let's see if C.J. Stevens can come through here with the runner in scoring position. 1-1 count. Stepping off will be Kreutzmacher. Lefty rocks and fires. That one hit him.
Oh, is that?
Dead ball running down to first base is C.J. Stevens. That one couldn't have hurt the kid too much. That one snapped in there probably about 38, 40 miles an hour. And anytime that comes in there, a breaking ball, you almost want to get hit.
Well, either way, a hit batsman's a hit batsman. Now, Mahtomedi's got 2 guys on base, hopefully to get something started here.
Still looking for their first hit, but hey. Richfield has 3 runs on just 2 hits. And Mahtomedi, first hit could produce them a run, and here comes 7th place hitting first baseman Scott McCamey, who is struggling this year. He'd like to get something going here. Scott fists that one out of play.
Could be an early hero right now.
Scott has the potential too. Scott's got some pop in his bat.
Play.
Runners on first and second for the Zephyrs. That one skips into the dirt. A lot of movement on that breaking ball there by Kreutzmacher, but he's messing with it.
One one.
That one's fired low. And McCamey telling his runners to stay put. You got to force him to throw a strike right now. He's been wild here this inning.
2-1.
I like what he's doing. He's working around the batter, trying to get the batter to fish out. I think Ellis is having a hard time looking for the pitch and eventually getting it into his glove.
Catching the inside corner there. Good pitch framed by Ellis, and the count is now 2-2. I wonder if we have some runners in motion here
Play.
with 2-2.
2-2.
Seem to have decent speed. Lametti. Huh?
Oh.
And now we might see the runners in motion. Count is going to full here on Scott McCamey.
Another full count for Kreutzmacher here.
3-2.
Grutzmacher, the 2 runners on base, he's allowed a walk to Mahtomedi and a hit by pitch to C.J. Stevens, and the payoff delivery here. All the runners in motion. No. Taking it right down the middle of the hallway, Scott McCamey. Ouch.
Great pitch. That's all I can say. That was a thing of beauty.
Yeah. Good job by Grutzmacher setting him up with a heavy dose of off-speed pitches. Like, he's not going to throw me a fastball. Yes, he did. Right down Broadway.
It's all psychological. It's all mind
And a
games here.
huge strikeout by Grutzmacher. And here comes DH Chris Haugen. Haugen hitting in the 8th spot for the Zephyrs. Haugen, that's a little blopper and it's going to drop. Here come the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. They're going to have a run across the throw to third. The tag. He's out, but the run will come across in time. Run will score, and the Mahtomedi Zephyrs do come across with the run. And it's 3-1 Richfield at the end of 2 innings of play. Come on back for the third. Zephyrs break up the no-hitter and the shutout.
State champs.
We are the state champions, Mahtomedi girls soccer team, and we watch Team 19 Sports Path.
Get your sports fix on TV 19's Sports Path.
Well, there you see the 3-1. That is Richfield in favor. Richfield came across with 3 in the top of the first inning. And Mahtomedi just plated their first run on a little flare, about a 155-footer hit by, wow, here comes the sun. That feels pretty nice. Chris Haugen DHing for Matt Jeans. A little blooper over the shortstop's head. And Mahtomedi, Dimitri Lahmedi comes in to score the first run for the Zephyrs, and now Zephyrs back into it at 3-1, going to the top of the third.
Going back to that last out for Mahtomedi here. Looks like the coaches had a bit of a tough time swallowing that out. I think the coaches thought he may have bobbled the ball here.
And I'm not sure. It's kind of the risk-reward factor on that. About the out at third base there. They really don't want to make the third out at third base. See if Matt Jeans now can keep putting up zeros on the board. Like Brad Radke today. Brad Radke gives up 3 runs in the first inning on 2 home runs he gives up. This is way too many home runs. But bottled up 5 in the third innings of shutout ball after that.
The Twins ever going to get their stadium or not?
I don't know. I hope so. But I think they deserve it more than any other Minnesota sports franchise. Because why? We put up championships. Line drive, and that's a base hit. Lassoed that one, and Dustin Hins makes a great play out in right field. A borderline web gem out there. And now he has a line drive, base hit. Here comes catcher Jason Ellis now.
Oh,
Ellis going for that bunt to move the runner over.
Third hit of the game now for the Richfield Spartans. And peeled back to the screen by Ellis. Three to 1 on the score for Richfield, and 3-1 in the stolen base department for Richfield in favor of them.
play. 1-1.
On deck, Steve White, who hit a home run his last trip. Sailed, and another throw.
Ooh, got him.
Wow. Out at second base, caught stealing.
See, Factory finally got one down and got the runner out.
Fourth time's a charm for catcher Sam Fagley. Guns down.
2-1.
Dustin Hins, Scott Stealing. So 1 out. That leadoff hit as he raced. And strike 2 on the outer corner. There now to Jason Ellis. He is now in trouble.
2-2.
Count even at 2s. Jeans. Very deliberate. This ball could be playable. Sam Fagley spinning and not being able to make the catch. Unreal. See if Jason Ellis can take advantage of that.
He'd like to make that catch, but
No, that play has got to be made.
it's routine. But I think he made up for it with that strong throw to pick off the runner here.
Gun down, stealing. See what Jeans can do now. Being a race. Jason Ellis. Slow roller. CJ Stevens comes across and throws a dart and erases Jason Ellis on the next pitch. So Matt Jeans picks up his catcher. And there's 2 down now for Steve White. Luckily for the Zephyrs, there's nobody on base for Steve, who had a 2-run home run off the wall, off the Mahtomedi School in the first inning. And Matt Jeans hitting the bottom of the zone there for a strike. No way. That could be gone. No, it's a one. Is it a ground rule double?
I believe it went over, hit the pavement on the outside here.
Unbelievable. That guy doesn't even hit the ball hard and is out.
2 home runs in 3 innings.
Not right
Steve
now.
White, no.
Player of the game candidate right here.
As a flare of a home run. Steve White.
Kind of feel bad for Matt Harris. I mean, he's got to follow up both home runs with another at bat here.
Yeah, here is Matt Harris. Unreal. Check that bat.
Can you cork a metal bat? Pull a Sammy Sosa there.
Sammy, speaking of him, Sammy finally, they were thinking about benching him yesterday, and he comes out with 2 bombs and now has 4 on the year, and he tied fellow possible steroid user, Mark McGuire.
Oh, you got to start giving up on baseball if everybody's going to use steroids.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that everybody's going to be, labeled as all the big guys. And all we can say is that they're innocent until proven guilty, even though it seems the other way around. Line shot! Otto comes across the middle and makes a nice catch. But Steve White, it's another pop line drive home run, if there's such a thing. Steve White has had 2 awkward home runs.
2 bombs, almost the same spot.
Yes, those people are kind of in danger zone over there.
I think at his next at bat, I'm going to go out there and try and catch the ball.
That's quite a accomplishment. Steve White likes TV 19. I can't believe that ball went out. What's your thoughts on that one, Blue? I think we got to check that bat.
How can you rig a metal bat? I mean, I can understand a wood bat, but
So let's see if the Zephyrs can come up with something here in the bottom of the third after Steve White hits his second home run. 2 for 2, 2 homers and 3 RBIs for Steve White. And here comes 9th place hitting. Finishing off the Mahtomedi Zephyrs order will be right fielder Jeff Lynch. And the lefty works. Nearly hit Lynch. Well, Richfield had 2 different 3-run leads. 3-0 through 1, and now 4-1 into the bottom of the third. On the outer half. 1-1 count now. Here's a 57-footer.
Ellis taking that right into the chest there.
2-1.
NBA playoffs on their way. And no LA Lakers, no Minnesota Timberwolves.
Houston won, yeah.
Yeah, Houston
2-2.
beats the Dallas Mavericks. Probably about the only real upset so far, I think.
Shocker. Spurs lost, didn't they?
Yeah, the Spurs lost. That's not that big of an upset to me, I don't think. You know, for being a 2-7 matchup, that's about as close as you can be. Denver Nuggets are hotter than any team in the NBA right now, other than the Phoenix Suns, because the Phoenix Suns going 62-20. You know, they're pretty much hot all year to win 62 games. Line drive, base hit.
Goosemacher almost had that right in the webbing.
And Jeff Lynch is a 500 hitter. 2 for 4 on the season. Get him more at-bats. Well, leadoff hit.
He wants to get out of that last spot there.
Yeah, the dreaded 9-9, you know, playing right field, batting 9th. Sometimes you get mocked upon, but if you keep putting up numbers, it's very nice to have a good number 9 hitter to turn it over and getting into your most likely your best player and your leadoff hitter, who's generally your spark plug, and Luke Otto up to bat right now, who flew out to right field in his first trip. And Grutzmacher's pitch stays inside to Luke Otto. Snap throw back to the first, testing Lynch over there.
Got to keep these base runners on the toes here.
Another snap throw. Luke Otto, in the only Mahtomedi game we covered this year in basketball, was the player of the ball game. He had 5 threes. And I'm about to start booing Alex Grutzmacher here. Kid's been pitching a great game. You're slowing up the game right now.
Kyle doesn't like it. Our producers don't like it.
Oh.
It's great.
Pitched a little wide, and now 2-0 to Luke Otto. You know, if he focused on the batter, he might have got a strike there, but too worried about the 500 hitter Jeff Lynch.
Yeah, I don't know if Lynch is a legitimate threat at running here, but
Got a pretty nice
I
lead.
think if they do that to protect Ellis so he doesn't have to make that throw to second.
It's much more difficult to steal bases against a left-hander because they keep you at bay a little bit more with that shorter stride. Otto had a good pitch to hit there and feel it foul. I think he wants that one back. But still has a pretty good hitting count at 2-1. It's a very key inning here, I think, for Richfield or for the Zephyrs. They could at least trim away one of those runs. And the 2-1.
I don't think Gutzmacher's going to let that happen.
But Otto now
2-1.
sitting dead red fastball here at 3-1.
3-1 by the scoreboard.
Looking for his pitch to groove one. taking all the way is Luke Otto.
Right down the pipe. I'm not seeing much of those straight head pitches by Gutzmacher, but he's got the lead. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing.
And now on full count, let's take a look at our runner at first base. Chopper, let's try to turn two, and they're going to be in air. Trying to force out at second.
That hurts me. They had a double play there, and that ends up with just one out here.
Steve White has hit 2 home runs, tries to turn the double play, at least get a force out there at second base. Throw was a little bit offline, and ball squirts away. Gonna have to give an error there to Steve White on the bad throw.
Now he's got 2 dingers already, so.
Yeah, he has 3 RBIs and 2 at-bats, so that one hopefully doesn't bite him too bad. But let's see if the Zephyrs can do something here now. Trudeau, a little pop fly coming in, and that one should be handled by left fielder. And is put away by Matt Harris. And Mike Trudeau can't be happy with himself in that one. Put a nice opportunity there to get the Zephyrs back into it. Flying out, here comes Evan Vail now.
Vail got a chance to be a hero here. Tie this up with 1 swing.
Evan flirts one, and that one's going to be
Nobody gonna get that.
off the wall. Holding up is going to be a 1-run double, and the tying run is now in scoring position for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs on a RBI double by Evan Vail.
What did you say about 30 seconds ago? Vail with 1 swing, starting to get his team back into the game here.
And here comes Sam Fagley.
Play.
Sam is hitting in the cleanup spot. See if he comes through. Line shot, that one is going to be over the head of the center field. He got burned. Sam Fagley ties the ball game with a double. Sam Fagley roped that one over the head. I knew he was getting burnt the whole way.
I'm surprised it didn't go over the fence here. It's only a couple feet from going over.
It is 374 feet out there. Pretty good shot, but Sam Fagley ties it up on a 2-run double.
Mahtomedi making the charge. Well, not Mahtomedi here. Yeah, Mahtomedi making the charge.
And we have a brand new ball game, folks. And here comes Dimitri Lametti, who was a first base runner for the Zephyrs on a base on ball on his first trip in the second inning.
Got a new runner here for the Zephyrs.
Out comes the catcher. You get courtesy runner for the catcher and the pitcher, and Fagley will be ran for.
No, it's up.
Good call by the umpire there. The ball ended up being a strike where it landed, but not when it crossed the plate.
No.
Doing fine, kid, doing fine. Shoot the glove, baby, shoot the glove, I'm back.
So the Zephyrs actually have a chance now to take the lead here. There is only 1 down. A little tardy on that one. It was Dimitri Lametti.
Doing fine, Ford, doing fine, I'm back.
Lametti kind of the last Sioux there. The Justin Murnau kind of little wrap around the swing.
1-2.
Count now 1 and 2 to Lametti. Hitting in the 5-hole. Skipped up there and blocked by Ellis.
Two.
2-2 count now to Lametti. And second time, full count to Lametti. Both pitchers have thrown a
3-2.
handful of pitches here through 3 innings.
That's out.
And Lametti has 2 base on balls himself.
man, come on now.
C.J. Stevens now. The golden opportunity to give the Zephyrs a lead. Bottom of the third inning. Richfield 4 and the Zephyrs 4. And right now, I would not be hesitating too long if I'm Richfield. I get somebody cranking the bullpen. His pitches are sailing, and he hasn't been close. Frankly, he has not been close in the last inning and a half.
It worked for him early, but he's starting to show the wear and tear, if you may.
Taken all the way there is C.J. Stevens. Sam Bagley just destroyed that ball. Evan Vail hit a nice tailing liner. Both doubles. And the runner's in motion. Fire down to third and not going to be in time. Underneath the tag is the pinch runner for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs.
Double steal there.
Well, Matty will get his second stolen base down to second. And Bebo.
Would you give Stevens the walk with that the empty first base and try and go at McCameron here?
No, you just don't want to put more runners on. Whoa!
Foul.
Just foul. Trying to poke that one over the first baseman and down the line there. That would have been a two-run. I don't know if that would have been a double or not, but that would have been at least a two-run hit. C.J. Stevens. No, as much as Scott McCamey is struggling this year, you don't want to load the bases. That one will be up and out of play. So the battle goes on here between Stevens and Alex.
Play.
Caught the inside corner. Strike three, caught looking at C.J. Stevens. Big strikeout for Grutzmacher. And here comes Scott McCamey. Scott can forget about his early season struggles here. The two-run hit here.
Nope.
And that one nearly hit Scott. Here it is. This is a pitch to hit.
Oh.
Pitch to almost hit McCamey again. 2-0. That one skipped up there.
I think Yogi Bear is the only one who can take that one hop pitch and drive it into center field.
And folks, that is legal. You can hit it on a hop. 2-0 from Grutzmacher to McCamey. Little dribbler.
Right.
Diving play. Nice play. Grutzmacher fields and throws out Scott McCamey. And through 3 innings complete, we are back to where we started even. It is 4-4 Richfield and the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Well, kind of a crazy first 3 innings there, Tyler.
We see one team go up big. You thought they'd hold on there, then the Zephyrs come back and tie this thing up. Going into the bottom of the 4th frame here.
And Scott McCamey is like, what do I have to do? Not that the ball was hit hard, but if that ball is not fielded by the pitcher there, that's an RBI single.
Gutzmacher helping his own cause there.
We've seen a couple nice plays here so far for the Richfield Spartans. 2 borderline web gems. Do you guys want to volunteer? I do. We help make television. Brian is our one of our volunteers. We have a lot of people helping us out. all the time. You can call Arlen Becker at 651-426-7338, an extension 122. Call during the weekdays, general business hours, and Arlen looking to maybe set you up with the opportunity to maybe get your career started, maybe something you want to do. Very fun to work with TV19. There is our studio on wheels, on location TV19. There is Luke Otto. Yeah, he had 16 points in that game against Hill Murray. He had 5 3-balls and was 1 of 2 at the line. Coach is like, yeah, you had a good game. What do you end up with? 16, 5 threes, and a free throw. not a 2 in there? Come on.
It's not a regular field goal.
And apparently a hit by a pitch there. Anver Larson will trot down to first base, hit by a pitch. I don't know about that one.
Well, I'm sorry.
Another tough call there.
Hit it,
I
it's the same.
didn't see anything
I
too
gave him
blatant
first base,
here,
and they
if it
catcher
just
and the batter
brushed
ball.
past him there.
And nonetheless, Anver Larson will be at first base, but hit by a pitch. And Tate, he walked his first time. Dead in the ball. Is it going to stay fair? Stevens will fire it. And a nice bunt there by Quayle. I want to know if that ball would have been flirting with staying in.
I think it was a good 4 inches from going foul there.
Good decision probably there by C.J. Stevenson to make that out. Take that out, and Tate Quayle's got some pretty good wheels.
Go for the easy out at first.
So Quayle gives himself up for his teammate Amber Larson over to second base now with 1 out, and here comes Brady Mithun.
I think Richfield wants their lead back.
Good job of blocking that ball there by Sam Fagley. Keeping Larson at second base with 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. You're watching On Location TV19's presentation of boys high school baseball, classic suburban conference style. First baseball game of the year.
Fastball!
Just missing the bag. Wide and foul. On Mithun's bid for a RBI.
Play.
Mahtomedi missing a few key players from last year. Kevin Black is hitting the leadoff and playing second base for St. Mary's. That's in Winona, if you're wondering. Not St. Mary's of California, or I guess there's another couple St. Mary's, but and then Mike Eggert is playing some college ball, but he's actually not playing this year because of tendonitis. So he's got redshirted, so look for Mike Eggert to be. Like I said, it was Northern Illinois. John Hardgrove, head coach of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Mahtomedi riding a 2-game winning streak, in which they scored 11 runs in both of those games, and very good pitching performance as well. They won 11-2 over Simley, and then 11-0 over Blaine. Actually, the other way around. Hot looking as Mithun. It was 11-0 over Simley, then 11-2 Blaine. And Richfield trying to avoid their going to a 3-game losing streak. They've lost 2 in a row to non-conference foes. Edina, the Hornets stung them 3-0, and then Northfield got them 5-4.
Got a heartbreaking loss there. Lost 4-5.
Good pitch there. Matt Jeans has settled down here since his last home run. Give up to Steve White. See what happens with Steve in his next trip up there. Should be coming up sometime, probably in the 5th inning.
Time.
And they're back to the leadoff hitter in Carl Ermish.
Thank you.
Ermish has walked twice.
Play.
And Ermish is in the hole at 0-2. Jeans. That looks like it could be a RBI hit. No, there's going to be a play at the plate, folks. Get him.
He's in there.
The cutoff maybe cost him a run there, folks. Amber Larson comes across with the Richfield's 5th run. And Richfield now takes the lead 5-4. And I think you're better off letting that one go.
Pitcher doesn't make the cutoff. I think that was an out.
Or at least get rid of the ball. And back in the lead of the Richfield Spartans, 5-4. RBI single for Carl Ermish, plating Amber Larson, and on the throw home, Ermish heads up, takes second base.
See if Gutzmacher can help out his cause and drive in another run here.
And he's got to be sitting on a pitch right here in the zone. And he is flirting with the line.
It's fair.
And it is a fair ball, and Gutzmacher does help his own cause with an RBI single. RBI single. He's out at second, and that'll end the top of the 4th for Richfield, but not before they score twice. It is 6-4 Richfield. We have a shootout in Mahtomedi. So, Richfield 2 runs right back at you.
Wanting their lead back, they got it.
Aggressive base running there by Gutzmacher.
I think he got a little cocky there. Man.
No changes in the bat. Well, if you want your pitcher diving in there like that. And we have a pitching change, actually. It will be Carl Ermish on the hill now. So Gutzmacher in the lead will actually not even get qualified for a victory. Thanks a lot, Coach. I just got another RBI.
I think a team win is better than a individual win here.
No, not when you're a starting pitcher. You want to at least get your 4th inning.
Again, team win. Team win.
No.
Yes.
Give me that win. I'm the starting pitcher. I got us the lead.
Gee, starting pitchers are kind of cocky like a NFL wide receiver.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Troy Williamson better be the real deal. But you know what? We need speed, and he appears to have it. He can give us a few options of returning some kicks, something that we have not had. Vikings haven't had a good return guy.
David Palmer, huh?
I don't even consider him good.
I think he took some back.
Qadri Ismail.
Overall, man, the Vikings had a good draft to pick up Williamson, that top 10 pick, and Eraz from Wisconsin.
Erasmus James, I think, is going to be solid.
If he doesn't get injured.
Yep.
That's his only knock. The Packers let me down. Didn't pick up anything.
Got Aaron Rodgers, fill at 24th. That's not bad.
I was really surprised. I thought 2 weeks ago, everybody had him going #1 overall.
Ouch! Right in the small of the back, and that is going to leave a mark. But hey, you'll take it. Get your team back in the ball game. Hit by pitch. That's Chris Haugen. Chris Haugen now is 1 for 1 and hit by pitch. Chris Haugen is an RBI single, and he gets plunked in the back. So he's on base for a second time. Dead in the ball on that bunt.
Another fair ball.
The hesitation almost cost Ellis there, but he has such a strong arm that he still regrouped in time to make the strong throw to first base and get Jeff Lynch on the sacrifice bunt there by Jeff Lynch. And here comes Luke Otto with runner in scoring position. So small ball in a game that is kind of a high-scoring game. Kind of interesting play there. We'll see if it comes through now for Luke Otto. Back to the top of the order. Carl Ermish now rocking the hill. And the 1-0.
No.
Kind of a herky-jerky motion there by Ermish, and he just missed outside on that fastball.
Bit of a power pitcher, I see.
Yeah, he definitely has a little more snap in his fastball than Grutzmacher does.
2-0.
And I think that probably was the right decision, though, by head coach.
Oh.
Missing again. 3-0.
1-2.
And I think Luke Otto does have the green light here. Luke Otto's a solid player and generally a good decision maker, so I think he probably has the leeway to swing away if he wants.
Hey.
Top of the strike zone there for a strike, and it's 3-1 to Otto.
So you got a couple more fans in the stands than what the game started out with.
And, you know, people trying to support their Zephyrs here. Trying to get their
Weathering,
club back to 500.
Weathering the cold weather, I'd say.
It is only in about the mid-40s right now.
Possible showers late. Surprised it hasn't started raining yet.
Yeah, pretty good, because
Play
that'd
it.
be a bummer, because we'd probably have to shut down shop here if we started getting some
They
real
call
rain.
rainouts here?
They wouldn't call the ball game, but they'd call us for the TV, because...
Ah.
Oh, and Luke Otto draws a
Time.
base out ball. And Ermish, not liking that.
Ellis out there to calm Ermish down here.
And here comes a very key spot for Mike Trudeau. Runners on first and second, and Mike Trudeau is the go-ahead run. Bottom of 4. Richfield Spartans leading by a 6-4 score. First inning here for Carl Ermish,
Play.
replacing Alex Grutzmacher. Grutzmacher, 3 innings and 4 runs allowed. Nice block there by Jason Ellis. Had a couple nice plays back behind the dish. This game's had a lot of everything so far. A lot of stolen bases, a few home runs here by Steve White from Richfield, third baseman.
Hey.
And taking all the way for a strike there is Trudeau. Trudeau is itching to get something going here. 0 for 2 in the ball game for Mike. Another nice block by Ellis.
Ellis, he's been doing that a lot this afternoon. Digging pitches out of the dirt.
I think it's a little more difficult to block Ermish's because he throws so much harder than Grutzmacher. Grutzmacher throws those.
It doesn't matter what pitcher you're catching for. A catcher overall is a very hard position.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to be a smart player to play catcher.
Smart, quick, on your toes.
Got to have a good knee, maybe 2.
Preferably 2.
Play. 2-2.
And obviously a good, strong arm and a quick hop to your feet. 2-2 count now. Trudeau.
Hey. Hey.
Caught looking, snap, throw down to first. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. Trudeau. Caught looking. Can't have that when you got runners on base. And now here comes Evan Vail, who put one down the left field line, just going with it for a double, an RBI double last trip up. He needs to come through here. Runners on first and second with 2 down. Evan, very aggressive hack at that one up and over our heads, now to play. And that one's in the swamp.
Go fishing for that one. Literally.
Ermish
No, he held it.
just barely holding up is Evan Vail.
One.
Just off the top. Bad on that one, Evan
You
Vail.
can have it.
Trickled it foul, and he's now down 1-2.
Play. 1-2.
Ermish checking out the runners. Evan loops and swings and misses, and Richfield leads going to the fifth. 6-4.
Big cut
Thank
there
you.
by Vail.
I'm an official because I can be part of the game, not just a spectator. I'm involved.
I'm a mentor to the kids so they learn the game.
And respect the game. I've enhanced my leadership skills.
I'm more disciplined.
And I've learned to be fair-minded in tough situations. Officiating isn't easy, and it's certainly not for everyone.
But it could be for you.
Call this number below and find out how you can become a sports official in your community.
Go ahead. Make the call.
We are on the top of the fifth inning with the Richfield Spartans leading the Mahtomedi Zephyrs by a 6-4 margin. They've had 3-run leads a couple times, 3-0 after 1 inning of play. Mahtomedi came back with 1 in the bottom of 2. Then Richfield comes across with 1. Top of 3, Mahtomedi ties it up through 3. We're going 4-4 into the 4th, and then there you see the 2 spot in the 4th for Richfield, and they hold right now a 6-4 lead in the top of the 5th inning. You're watching On Location TV 19's first baseball game of the spring. So far we've done 2 softball games and our first baseball game. Hopes to be a happy one and victorious one for our Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Trying to get back to 500 overall and get to 3 and 4 in the conference. Top 5, here we go. Richfield will step in with Dustin Hens, who singled his last trip. Made a spinning pirouette catch earlier on. And Gene's still working for the Zephyrs. That one just missed by about 5 feet. Wonder how long Hardgrove's going to go with Matt Jeans.
He's got a pitcher and a catcher going to the pen right now.
Yeah. Squiver out to short. Otto will sit down, field it,
Ooh.
and throw it away in there on Luke Otto. Well, here comes Ellis. Let's see if Richfield's playing small ball now. Try to get that 7th run and get a 3-run cushion again. But you think with your catcher and power hitter, glint hitter, that you probably wouldn't be dropping down a bunt.
I wouldn't be swinging for the fences either, so.
Looping curveball, much to the dismay of Jason Ellis, called a strike. Ellis does offer to bunt and foul, and now Ellis is in a tough spot at 0-2. Jeans working ahead here. Jason Ellis. Jeans checking out Dustin Hens over there at first. I don't think Hin's doing much over there.
He hasn't shown quite a running threat as some of the other runners here. So
Swing and a miss. Down goes Jason Ellis with strikes. And here comes Steve White.
what are you thinking here?
I'm thinking he's going to hit one off the scoreboard right center field.
I think he's going to go over the school.
And the wind is all of a sudden blowing hard to left field. Steve White's calling his shot.
Not quite.
No, he didn't. Throw him knuckleballs.
Right. Yes.
Blow out the emery board out of the back pocket. One down, top of 5, 6-4, Richfield. Steve White, 2 for 2 with 2 home runs and 3 ribbies. And they're running.
Got him.
Miller caught stealing.
Changes the picture dramatically here.
Underneath that.
Right.
The throw beats him there, but the tag is not applied until the leg hits the bag. 2 down. And watching the Twins game on Friday night against Detroit, the umpire had the biggest strike zone I've ever seen in my life because there was threatening skies, thinking the game might not get in, so he was calling almost everything a strike.
Didn't it snow over there too?
It snowed. They got snowed out for Saturday and Sunday's game. Little chopper right back to Jeans. He fields his position and throws a soft toss over there and gets out of that little jam. Couple awkward plays, and Sam Fagley, after he got stolen 3 consecutive times, has thrown on his last 2 attempted base stealers, so he is at 40%. That's pretty efficient, actually.
It's pretty good.
Even though they probably should be 5 for 5 on that. Due to a couple controversial calls by our base umpire. But nonetheless, the Mahtomedi Zephyrs are in this game still, trailing 6-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. In the bottom of 5, they will have Sam Fagley, who crushed a 2-run double on his last trip to dead center field. Dimitri Lametti, who has been on base both times via base on balls, and C.J. Stevens. If anybody gets on, Scott McCamey will get a chance. And I'm thinking that might be it for Matt Jeans. What's your caller, Coach Gardy?
Well, they pulled the guy out of the bullpen, so I think let him go the rest of the way. Getting Jeans in there to hit.
Upcoming Sam Fagley. 2-run double in his last trip. Right down the inner corner there for a strike. And Carl Ermish, the right-hander, rocks and fires. A caressive cut by Fagley, but comes up empty there. And he is now in trouble at 0-2. Ermish doesn't waste much time.
Ermish kind of reminds me of John Rocker, the way he sets up and delivers that pitch.
Yeah, a right-handed John Rocker.
Oh.
And a foul ball. That hurts. Ball and 2 strikes. The cleanup hitting catcher Sam Fagley. Chopper deep short. Throw across in time. Nice play there. Amber Larson. Guns it over to Tate Quayle. And one up and one down. And here comes Lametti. He's walked both times.
Oh.
That's tight. That ball is going to be gone, I think. Off the fence in the air. And Dimitri Lametti is having a very good production game here from the plate with 2 walks and a tattooed double that just missed. Going up and over the fence.
Stand-up double for Lametti.
Just didn't get high enough.
Just give something for Stevens to drive in, hopefully.
And Dimitri Lametti tattoos that ball off the left field wall. 1 for 1 with 2 base on balls, and here comes a nice spot here for CJ Stevens. See if he can trim that lead down to a run. Strike. Well, Ermish has finally been hit hard.
I don't think it's rattled yet.
No. And tardy on that one is CJ.
Play. 0-2.
Zephyrs, after tying it up at 4, have given up 2 back to Richfield in the top of the 4th. And trying to trim it down. No pitch on that time call there. Unfortunately for CJ, because that was a ball.
Play.
This one's going to be hittable. The 0-2 from Ermish. Stevens.
Oh.
High and tight. Purpose pitch there. Back him up to play a little bit, make him honest.
See, if that last pitch counted, it'd be a 2-2 count. Hopefully, Stevens could have had a better shot at working with that.
High pop fly. Looks like it's playable. This time, catcher's got plenty of time. And Ellis will make the catch, Jason Ellis. 2 down now for the Zephyrs, and here comes Scott McCamey. Scott McCamey put in a spot again here to come through for the Zephyrs.
How do you think he'll fare? I have no comment.
I'm letting Scott do the talking here.
Actions speak louder than words, I'll say.
Curveball breaks up high. Well, the Zephyrs will at least have the heart of their order up at least one more time. McCamey hitting the 7 slot. And Scott taking that one on the outer half for a strike. It's now 1-1. Gritzmacher went the first 3 for Richfield, and now last inning and 2/3 so far has been Carl Ermish's hands. And that one wasted way high. 2-1 out of McCamey.
You won. Oh.
And he's just overthrowing the ball right now.
It's way too high here. He's got to settle down.
Sometimes when I got out there on the mound and I got a little too pumped up, that's what happens. You get too pumped up, you start sailing pitches. And a 3-1 now to Scott McCamey. Should be a good hitter's count here. And that was ball 4 that McCamey just took an aggressive hack at. Balls it away, and the count is now full.
You think they're just playing with the McCamey, going high, and then give him something he can probably hit, getting him out?
They're going to try to get him to chase. That's what I do.
There we go.
And the struggles continue for McCamey. We're going to the 6th. Richfield leading 6-4. Ouch. Swung at 2 consecutive ball 4s. Ended up going down via the strikeouts.
Maybe he just wants to go home.
To be warm. So Matt Jeans will have the duty of going up and trying to put up some more zeros on the board for Richfield. There is our crowd. Kind of a small crowd tonight, but
It's bigger than what it started out with.
yeah, we got a lot of high school students and some of the parents, a few Richfield parents there. Yeah, except for the softball team here.
In shorts, which is crazy.
Absolutely. April 25th, feeling more like October 25th.
I was gonna say, when does the football game start? It's about that time, about that weather.
Yeah. Cool, Phil. Go for a cappuccino. There you see our home plate umpire, Stephen Agard. Do a nice job behind the dish. And there you see the bleacher bums out there in left field. Drinking beer, smoking stogies, all that good stuff.
Breaking the rules altogether. Here we go.
Line shot, and that one is tested but put away there by Evan Vail, center fielder. The ball is just kind of hanging today.
I don't want to blame it on the wind. It's been off and on, but I think the wind hung it up there and made it playable.
Matt Harris flies out to Evan Vail, and quickly one down for the Spartans here in the top of the 6th. But right now the Spartans, they'd like to obviously get a couple more insurance runs here, but they're sitting pretty good right now. Mahtomedi has Chris Haugen, Jeff Lynch, and then back to the top of the order, coming up in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a 59-footer by Jeans. Ooh, that looked good.
I think Jeans is getting a little tired out there.
2-1.
Shortstop Andrew Larson right now. Made a couple nice plays over there at short. Taking that one on the outer half for a strike, and now it kind of squared up at 2s.
2-2.
So Steve White's in the slump for Richfield. Now he got recorded out his first time. And there's a 57-footer again. And yeah, looks like he's laboring a little bit there, and work continues down in the bullpen for the Zephyrs.
3-2.
And a key payout delivery here from Jeans to Larson, and that one is scored it through a diving play by Otto, but will he have it time?
Nope.
No, he won't. Base hit, infield hit for Amber Larson. Nice play by Otto, sacrificing the body, but this play took too long. And Amber scoots down the line pretty quickly and gets a infield hit. And Tate Quayle. Quali. First baseman.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't want to give Richfield any more runs to work with here.
They've been sitting pretty good at this cushion for the past couple innings. I think they're going to hold on here. But anything can happen.
Oh.
And he's sitting pretty now, Tate. 2-0. Yeah, that is kind of a slap in the face to Tate. I've been calling him Quail all game. No one wants to be called Quail. No one wants to be called, because of potato. Dan Quail.
You spelled that wrong.
And you know what? I'm going to give him the green light here. Never mind. Matt Jeans is in trouble here. First and second with one out, and I think they're making the call to the bullpen. And the call has been made, folks. That'll be it for Matt Jeans. He goes 5 1/3. And don't know if he'll be charged with 6 or possibly up to 8 runs. He is responsible for the runners at second and first. And the first batter. If they've officially made the change or not. Just give him a warm-up pitcher a couple more tosses down the bullpen, and it is official. Here it is. Got a big boy coming in here. Looks like number 23.
Come again. 3 and 4. There.
And Matt Jeans will hit the exit door at 5 1/3 innings pitched. And it is number 29, and it'll be Nick Bauman. Big sophomore for the Zephyrs. Trying to come in here, staple down.
Kind of reminds me of right-handed David Wells version here.
David Wells, speaking of him, he has pitched 2 great games in a row for the Bo Sox. Top of the 6th inning here, and Richfield has runners on first and second, 1 down, and new pitcher coming in for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, Nick Bauman, sophomore, trying to get those runners off the base paths there for Matt Jeans, and give his sticks a chance to come through in the late innings. Richfield trying to avoid losing their 3rd consecutive ball game. Looking pretty good for them right now. Put a couple doubles here and a couple doubles there. Zephyrs right back in it. But first comes first, here we go. Nick Bauman is put in the spot. 9th place hitting Brady Mithune up there, and that first pitch is wide.
Time.
And Sam Fagley having a conference already with Bauman.
Bauman with that kind of long, slow delivery there.
Play.
key hitter here. And Bauman missing low and definitely taking the pitch here will be Mithun. And taken out of the way for a strike. And it's 3-1. And I almost take again.
Take the gamble and swing away.
And another take. And now the count's full. And Willow Wheels be in motion here for the Richfield Spartans. Runners on first and second. Full count, 1 down. Top of the 6th inning. 6-4 lead for Richfield. Payoff. Chopper towards Otto. Otto. Flip it over to second. And another error on the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Bases are jacked. And here comes Carl Ermish to knock the Mahtomedi Zephyrs out of it.
Another double play opportunity broken up by an error.
I call him like I see him. I'm a Mahtomedi Zephyr fan, folks, too, and just realize that.
Not much reception from the crowd there, Kyle.
They're not used to me up here. The Richfield folks aren't used to announcers like this.
I couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you.
Ball and a strike to Carl Ermish.
Ball. 2-1.
Two balls and a strike. Ermish, the pitcher now of record for the Spartans.
Come on now.
Takes that one on the outer half for a strike. 2-2 now. To number 2, Ermish. Lead off hitter Carl Ermish.
2-2.
Here is the big pitch. And now put on the spot is Bauman. Full count.
3-2.
This pitcher Bauman here likes to run the edges here. It's not working in his favor.
Hot looking is Carl Ermish. You don't complain. That is a strike all the way. Got to protect. Full count, Ermish. Caught looking. And now the relief pitcher, and now the starting pitcher. Huge spot, bases loaded. 2 down. Fall ball.
Gutzmacher has to put up with something here. He's got to get Richfield a little bit bigger lead than what they got.
Play.
Runners at third and second are responsible to Matt Jeans. Oh, nice play by Fagley there. Backhanding that one. Pop fly, and that one should be handled by Luke Otto. Luke underneath it. Luke puts it away, and the bases are left loaded for the Richfield Spartans. Can the Zephyrs come back and get something out of that? Very good job by Bauman to leave them loaded.
A lot of pressure for a young kid like that. Got to be disappointed if you're a Richfield fan.
Yes, they had a chance to pretty much knock out Mahtomedi there with a hit would have given them a 4-run lead. Wouldn't officially eliminate them, but made it much more difficult to come back. And now here comes the Zephyrs. Hopefully they get something brewing towards the bottom of their order. They got 8-9-1 upcoming this inning.
Speaking of brewing, I hope someone's brewing some coffee right about now.
That would be nice. Chris Haugen will come up. Haugen is 1 for 1 on the game. He got hit in his last at bat, last plate appearance. And then Lynch dropped a bunt and sacrificed him up to second base on that. But it didn't work out for the Zephyrs. We're getting harassed by the Richfield folks here. Trying to do a telecast here, and they're just bumping us and nudging us.
Punching us for information here. You got to pay for the info, guys. How much? How much you got?
There we go.
There we go.
There you are, gents. You're on TV. Smile.
You are on candid camera.
Spartans folks trying to get back to a 4-4 record. Some slight drizzling going on now here.
There we go. This is the rain I talked about.
And it is Chris Haugen. 1 for 1 with a hit by a pitch. Chris Haugen
Big cut here.
makes up his mind late that he was in his swing and did. Give up empty. Taking in the low zone for a strike, and it's 0-2 now.
Ermish working that strike zone, or taking off some of that power there, like he showed earlier.
1, 2, 3, 3 strikes. Down goes Haugen in a hurry. And here comes the right fielder, left-handed hitting Jeff Lynch. Lynch is 1 for 1 with the sacrifice bunt. Lynch takes that one on the outer half for a strike. Carl Ermish, I like the way this kid pitches. Kind of a herky-jerky motion. Kind of throws hitters off a little bit. He's sporting the Wilson glove.
Changes stuff up a lot here.
And a tardy swing there by Lynch, and now Lynch is in the hole. At 0-2. And on 6 pitches we have
Ermish mowing him down back to back.
Carl Ermish.
I want to say he found his rhythm, but I think he's going to give up a hit here.
Luke Otto needs to get a hit for the Zephyrs. Got to start with 2 now. Luke being very aggressive, hacking that one out of play. 7 pitches this inning, 7 strikes for Ermish. Line shot, base hit Luke Otto. Good piece of hitting there. Went right with that one in groove. And Luke Otto.
Big cut pays off for Otto here. Takes that shot right into the gap.
And Trudeau. Trudeau's waiting. Trudeau's had a rough time at the plate so far today. Looking for a shot here from Trudeau.
Trudeau's been quiet all day. He's got to come up with something here.
And he hasn't really had anything. I don't think he has had much hit at him at second base either. Trudeau will take that one for a strike. Bottom of the 6th. Just missed outside of Mike Trudeau. It is 6-4 Richfield in top. Richfield had leads of 3-0, 3-1, 4-1. Then we're knotted up at 4, so now Richfield regained the lead in the top of the 4th inning and has had it since then.
Ooh.
Snap throw back to first is going to pick off Luke Otto. That'll officially be a caught stealing. We're going to the 7th inning, folks. And it is 6-4 in favor of those guys, the Richfield Spartans. Scott Knapp and Luke Otto.
We are Mahtomedi girls basketball, and we watch Sports Path on TV 19.
Get your sports fix on TV 19's Sports Path.
There is the Richfield junior varsity squad. I'm not sure if they won or not yet, but they look kind of happy, so they must have. The regular squad, the varsity squad, is up 6-4 in the last frame here at the top of the 7th inning, leading 6-4. And Nick Bauman, the sophomore, for the Zephyrs, trying to put up one final 0 for the Spartans. And hopefully Mahtomedi comes across with 3 in the bottom of the 7th.
It's crunch time for Mahtomedi here. They got to shut Richfield out.
Speaking of, here comes a slight drizzle now, so. Top of 7, here we go. Dustin Hins.
Web Gem extraordinaire here.
Skipper up short now. And now 2-0 to Hins. On deck, Ellis, and then after that, Steve White. So White will have his 4th at bat.
Nope.
One broke just inside, and
3-0. Hey.
3 balls and a strike to Dustin Hins.
Ball.
And 5-pitch walk to Dustin. Richfield looking for some insurance. And Jason Ellis. Snap throw last inning.
Ball.
Jason squares away to bunt. Pulls back. Last time Jason was asked to bunt in the didn't really turn out too well. Went down striking out last time. And Bauman is struggling to get the ball over the plate.
Bauman seems sporadic at most here. He's hot then cold and hot and cold again.
Kind of thrown off kilter there when you have a batter square away. Sometimes easy to short arm a ball or try to guide the ball up there. Well, we're on the top of the 7th inning, folks, and it is 6-4 in favor of the Richfield Spartans. Richfield trying to end a 2-game skid.
Play.
The Zephyrs trying to continue their 2-game winning streak.
Big cut there by Ellis.
Ellis uncoiling that one. And it's starting to sprinkle as hard as it has so far today.
Ball.
Three balls and a strike for Bauman to Ellis. Ellis scores away again. Hot shot towards first. Will have to be a 3U play. Scott McCamey will field that strong bunt by Ellis. Ellis is down, sacrificing himself, and moving up. Hins over to second with 1 down.
I think that's what Richfield wanted to do all in all. Just get Hins in scoring position and get some more insurance here right in the 7th.
Took a little longer than anticipated. 5 pitches, but nonetheless, effective job by Ellis. And here comes Steve White, 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and 3 RBI.
I got it.
Play.
And the 0-1 from Bauman. White, high popper. That will be Mike Trudeau catching that one, and 2 down now for the Spartans. 1 more out, and Bauman did a very good job for the Zephyrs. Matt Jeans went the first 5 in the third, and the last one in the third has belonged to Nick Bauman.
Bauman sporadic, like I said, but holding on, not letting Richfield score here.
And at the bottom of the zone there, Matt Harris takes a strike. Matt flew out last time to center fielder Evan Vail. Chopper towards Trudeau. Trudeau hasn't had much, but last 2. Bobbles. And another error for the Zephyrs. This is going to cost them a run. A hesitation there, and the ball was kind of stabbed right in the hinge of McCamey. It scorched loose, and that will cost the Zephyrs another run for the Spartans, and a very nice insurance run for the Spartans at that. 7-4 they lead now, and they made the task just that much tougher. Third error of the game for the Zephyrs now. Not even close.
It's in there, throw is way too high.
Matt Harris.
It's called a strike. What do you want?
Richfield staying aggressive with their base stealing here, even late in the game.
And the pitch was a strike all the way to Amber Larson. Don't know what the confusion was there. Go! And a wild pitch uncorked by Bauman, moving up. The third will be Matt Harris. So Matt Harris just 90 feet away from giving Richfield a 4-run cushion.
Come on, Bowman.
1-1.
That one up, and Andrew almost made a play on that one. Our camera guy up top of the Zephyr dugout. And the count's now 1-2, Amber Larson. See if Bauman can finish off Spartans popper, and that one will get out of play as well. Nice hustle by Sam Fagley, but ran out of real estate.
Play.
And Nick Bauman, the sophomore, trying to one to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch him out.
Ermish trots out to the mound. He's going to finish this thing up.
Carl Ermish will get the W if he can hold on here and shut down the Zephyrs in the bottom of 7. Thanks all of our fans for watching the game here today. I think some Zephyr fans are heading for the exits. So Carl Ermish will try his 4th inning. And Trudeau will be back up there, luckily for him. Start over fresh. So you have 2, 3, 4 for the Zephyrs. At least you have your heart of your order up there. Tough to score 3, 4 runs in the inning, but I like to think if you just keep poking away at it. It's got to start here with Mike Trudeau, though, second baseman. And he's Zephyrs trying to keep their 2-game winning streak going.
It's looking kind of bleak now.
Looking pretty tough. There you see 7-4 in favor of the Richfield Spartans in the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Zephyrs. And Trudeau looks like he's going to pop one up This could be trouble for the first baseman. Backing up. Got both. Caught.
It's a better web jam than what Hins put out.
Wow. Brady Mithune. One out on one pitch. Exactly what Carl Ermisch wanted. Here comes Evan Vail. Line shot and right at him. Shortstop Amber Larson puts it away. You can't hit the ball any harder than that.
No, you can't. It's 2 pitches, 2 outs. See what Faggerty can do.
Sam trying to keep it going. He must get on and bunch of that is going to be up. And that is going to end the ball game. 3-pitch, 7th inning for Carl Ermisch. You can't do any better than that. Some definite great play in there for the Richfield Spartans. They win it. They go to 4-4. The Zephyrs go to 3-5. And
Ermisch
two-game
takes the
losing
win
streak
here.
is over.
Yep.
Carl Ermisch gets the win. Matt Jeans gets tagged with a loss. He's 0-3. Tough luck losing pitcher, Matt Jeans. And game player of the game, Steve White hits 2 home runs for the Richfield Spartans. And that's going to end the 2-game winning streak for Mahtomedi. They fall to 3-5. There you see the final score, 7-4. Richfield is now back at even at 4-4.